We found here Mr. Danny Plekas, our newly re-elected councillor. Would you like to let me know your thoughts on the election that just came to a close?
Well, I first of all want to welcome everybody to Diwali Festival tonight, and I am thankful to be back on council again after 4 years, and I look forward to the opportunity to serve the community in the next 4 years. I am a bit surprised at in some ways the outcome, but I realize that this is where the community sees where we need to go, whom they've elected, and I look forward to working with the new councillors, the 4 new councillors, and with our new mayor. And I know that we have lots to do in the next 4 years, and we were progressing along. We're seeing a lot of resurgence or new development coming into Mission, and certainly as we progress in the next number of years, that will be a main topic of discussion. And certainly, I think the community wants us to manage development very well. So, in some ways, I think that's going to be the center of our mandate. And as well, I think people are concerned about what growth brings. It brings traffic issues, and I think the community wants us to address some of those issues to ensure that we provide the roads are safe for people. And I think those are the key issues as well. Maybe we talk about homelessness as well. We are looking forward to getting our first stage housing project underway this term, and that will certainly be something to be excited about. So those are the areas that I think we need to be working on as a council, but I certainly do look forward to working with this new council.
We were on the other side of the room, and all of a sudden we saw this really bright light, and it seemed to be emanating from this corner here. And I don't think it was the sun. I think it's you ladies. Would you kindly introduce yourselves?
I'm Pat Norai. I am a volunteer for Snack Packs.
Okay. And I presume that you are Snack Pack.
Well, I could very well be. I'm Nadine Langford. I too am with Snack Packs. I'm one of the directors, as well as Pat and Cherie as well. We're here tonight to give a little bit of exposure to Mission City and let them know what we're all about, of course, and meet a lot more of the Mission community. Well, this lady here is another volunteer. We're very, very grateful to have her. Her name is Cherie Strangward. I've actually known her most of my entire life. I hook, lined, and sinkered her. It didn't take too much coaxing. Once I told her what we were doing in the community, she jumped on board almost immediately.
Thank you. What's your role in this organization?
I don't know. I have all kinds of roles.
Yes, absolutely. You sure do.
Yeah. Making dishcloths and what else do I do? I don't know. Volunteer
I can touch base on that for you.
At the yard sale every year.
Yes.
Which is a fun thing. We made a lot of money there.
Yes.
And we need to feed these children that go to school with no breakfast and they have nothing in their lunch pack.
Cherie actually is a great big asset to our organization. She does an awful lot of off the scene, if you will. So she does a lot of crocheting, knitting for the children. She does a lot of the organization as far as donations for silent auctions and stuff. And she's a big fan of community garage sailing. So we have a huge fundraiser every year, and that is a fundraising garage sale. She's all over it.
Well, that leads me to a real sneaky question here. What's Snack Pack all about?
Snack Pack is a group of volunteers that have decided that it's very imperative that all our children in the school curriculum are being fed daily. So we run kind of parallel with the Starfish community. They feed, I understand, Friday to Monday, and we come in and do Monday to Friday. So we do lots of fundraising, lots of promoting. We've got a couple of great sponsorships through Save on Foods and, of course, Mission Chrysler. They've come aboard. So with lots of different volunteers, a lot of fundraising, we choose and hope to have all these children fed.
All right, we're just walking down the street here, and we ran into a guy that looks kind of familiar. I think I might have seen him on a sign or two over the last month. Let me see, it was something to do with that. Ken Harrar. Oh, for council.
Yeah.
Oh, are you Ken Harrar, the councillor-elect?
I'm the real thing.
Oh,
I'm the real thing, the real body here.
You are the real thing. Okay. What I heard throughout the election, that some people told me it was kind of a tough election. Some people said it was pretty friendly. What's your take on what happened through the election? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think the last 4 or 5 weeks in this election campaign was actually really great. People were very friendly with each other, and I made a lot of new friends. So I think it was pretty friendly compared to the last couple elections in Mission. Say the last one and the one before that, I think they were a bit more mean-spirited. You know, I only lost 5 sides, so that's not too bad compared to elections before where people were losing a lot more. But I think people were very friendly. They stuck to the issues and made a lot of new friends that were, you know, that were very helpful too as well. You know, we're all going back and forth with each other. We met each other for coffee. So overall, I think the election campaign Mission was pretty friendly.
Pretty nice time. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to hear.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Moving forward, do you have any key issues that you want to drill down on, say get started on in the next few months?
Well, it's a busy time. You know, people who want to do this job, it's very busy. The last few days here since the election, we've been, you know, we had a full day orientation. We have next week. We have 3 full days next week. Then we're sworn in on the 1st. Then we have the first public meeting on the 5th. So the first things I would like to do is, you know, look into the youth. Like I've talked to a lot of youth during the campaign. In our inner city, we need more things to do in the evenings in terms of lighted facilities, basketball court, tennis court, track, or lighted basketball court. Well, I threw that around to the administrators already, so they said, yeah, no, we'll get on that. So our transportation, I hope to send the transportation committee so we can fix some of those loopholes that we need to get done. Lots of concerns about the bus shelters, listen to seniors, you know, they want, you know, bus shelters up on Cedar, and more on holidays. We don't have bus service on holidays, and also some of our you know, people speeding in the neighborhoods. I get that constantly. You know, we call the RCMP, they don't come up here. So, you know, I want to look into all those things and make those inquiries and how we can get more, you know, provide better service, customer service. That's all it is, right? So we need to get on top of that.
Better service,
Yeah.
a safer community too.
That's right.
That's what you're
exactly.
after.
Yeah.
Those sound like pretty good priorities to me. I want to ask you, might be a prickly question. It came up often during the forum, the debates. This subject of cannabis. We're now a week into cannabis legalization, or at least recreational cannabis legalization. Have you contemplated forming any sort of a committee to investigate the regulation of that?
No, I haven't at the moment. I haven't really. I want to look into it a bit more, so I haven't really made any inquiries. This has been like a busy time, just trying to get used to our job here. But yeah, I will be working with that alongside our other councillors as well. I like to get their feedback as well and get caught up on that. But yeah, I'll be looking into that in the weeks to come.
Oh, look what we have here. Looks like a councillor-elect, Mr. Jag Gill.
Yes, how are you guys? How are you, Mission?
On behalf of your viewers, we're great.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's what I like to hear.
Well, let's see what we got going on. Top of mind, now that you're a councillor-elect,
Yeah.
you'll be sworn in about a week.
Yes, I hope everyone is attending, because without the resident support, I couldn't have done this, so I want all the residents out there on November 5th at Clark Theatre, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that you've been elected, you made some campaign promises, and throughout the campaign, I presume that an awful lot of people have been speaking with you,
Yes.
and you've developed further ideas on what you would like to see for Mission as we move forward.
Yes. Well, so the 3 main things I want to really focus on, like right away, is like short-term goals. Is we gotta have to be open for business. One of the things is we have to work with developers, create industries, create jobs, and just be open for even tourism. Just so we want money in this economy, just to make sure our taxes aren't going up, but make sure there's money in the economy. And another thing is be transparent with the residents. Make sure every decision we're making is well educated. Make sure we do our research. Make sure staff and everyone have done their research. So every decision is well educated, because every decision that we do make can affect Mission in a good way or in a bad way. And then the third thing is that I want to really, really focus on is make sure it's easy for people to communicate with City Hall. For example, if you call in, it's easy. You're not bouncing from person to person. It's easy to get. If you go for something, it's easy to get it done. Or even if you go on the website, it's easy to navigate through the website just to see what you're looking for. For example, if you're looking for something for bylaws or planning or anything, it's easy to do. Yes. So those are like the main short-term goals. And then for long term, there's so many goals I'm discussing with the council table. There's lots of exciting things coming to Mission, just to make Mission a better community and to make Mission a better place to even live.
So,
Yes, yes.
hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
All of you are supporters.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Big supporter.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. Thank you so much.
Make a history from in mission.
Yes, yes.
You know.
Yes, yes.
All of community.
Yes.
All community you help you.
Yes, no, thank you.
Mike help and others, everything you help.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Are you joining?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be there in like 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of course. I'll see you guys.